Hello, I would like to share with you today some wonderful homeopathic remedies that can be so helpful for a broken heart. We can experience a broken heart from many sources. Even children get their hearts broken when they're bullied or left out of things. And adults, of course, in the kind of complicated romantic relationships we have, we may get shocked or disappointed by something that a husband or a wife does. We also can become heartbroken when we lose somebody who's very dear to us. These remedies that I'm going to discuss are very helpful for healing in those situations. And these are the three top remedies that I'm going to tell you about. The first remedy here is homeopathic Ignatia. And homeopathic Ignatia is a remedy that we often use when somebody is suffering a very sudden shock, such as the death of a loved one or the sudden news that your husband wants a divorce and you had no idea. The situation generally has to do with something extremely unexpected and shocking happening, and then going into a state of grief where there are a lot of sighing, lump in the throat, twitching of the mouth. Uh, the person may feel very offended and have their feelings hurt and may try not to cry, but ends up sobbing. So that is a definition of Ignatia. It's our most common remedy when there's a sudden loss. So if there is a death in your family, it was unexpected, you can pretty much go and hand out the Ignatia, and that will help. So the next remedy here is Natrum muriaticum, which is homeopathic salt. And Natrum muriaticum is often thought of as being for more long-term grief. This is a remedy when somebody's in a natrum muriaticum state. They just want to be left alone, with their grief. They may feel very serious, very responsible, not smile much. We see it a lot in children who are given too much responsibility because there's something sad or unhappy going on in the family, and so they kind of take on the role of being the little mother or being the responsible one. And internally, even though they're not showing their feelings, there are a lot of hurt feelings and disappointment going on. Sometimes people get into this state when they fall in love with someone who's unattainable, like a teenage girl who's in love with some kind of star, movie star or something like that, or, falls in love with the chemistry teacher or whatever. But basically falling in love with someone unattainable and just kind of keeping it in to oneself. The other aspect of Natrum muriaticum is people who've been through a big shock or loss and just can't get over it, just dwelling in the past. So Natrum muriaticum, as we said, is made from homeopathic salt. So it has to do with, salt is used for preservation, so it has to do with kind of dwelling on things, holding on to things, not being able to let go. So Natrum muriaticum can help with that kind of state of not being able to let go and continuing to dwell in what the past was like. And the third remedy is Aurum, homeopathic Aurum, which is gold. And this is a remedy for extremely deep depression, sometimes even suicidal depression. So if there are high hopes that are just smashed, often people who need Aurum are highly idealistic. They want to be perfect. They want the relationship to be perfect. And when it turns out not to be that way, there can be just an incredible sense of depression, even suicidal depression, not wanting to live. A person who needs Aurum may want to listen to music or pray or meditate to help relieve the deep state of sadness that they're experiencing. those are the 3 remedies that I suggest to think about in states of broken heart. There are many more, but that gives you a good idea of what homeopathy can do and what some of the top remedies are. Thanks for listening, and come join us in our educational program.